This past week we commemorated the 9th day of Av, the darkest day in the Jewish calendar. That day when we mark the destruction of the first and second temples, and also a number of other tragic events that have occurred throughout Jewish history, of which there is no shortage. And yet the rabbis have a very interesting teaching about the 9th day of Av. They say that on the 9th day of Av, the Messiah is born. So this is a strange teaching. Why should this dark day also be the day on which the Messiah, whatever that is, comes into being? I think the explanation lies in the creative aspect of destruction. That just as a seed has to be destroyed in order for a sapling or a plant to come forth from it, so also in the creative process, in the way that things develop over the course of the history of a person or a people, the previous state has to go before the new state can emerge. And so I think that in general the world is going through a kind of 9th day of Av phenomenon. There's so many things that are changing, so many old structures that are being swept away, so many new things that are coming at such a rate. It's really bewildering. And in all this chaos, it's difficult to see what kind of new world is emerging. We can't really understand what that new world is going to be just yet. But being an optimist, and I think also God is an optimist in having created the world the way God did, I think that there will be a good outcome to all of this. Certainly religion has been no stranger to this rapid pace of change, and Shaarei Tzedek as well has been lately experiencing some of the effects of this, not all of them positive, but like I say, destruction sometimes is necessary for creation to be. And we are involved actually in a creative process right now. You've probably heard, but in case you haven't, I'll repeat myself. We're engaged in what I would call a bold experiment this past month and for the coming month of August, in which we'll be doing a very different kind of Shabbat morning service than we've ever done here before. More interactive, much less time, more interest, more explanation, beautiful music, the possibility of participating even without a vast background in Hebrew or Jewish prayer. Many people find this empowering, and I think that that's a good direction for us to be taking right now. We'll have to wait and decide exactly how our Shabbat morning service is going to look, but I think out of all the destruction, if you will, the negative trends that we've been experiencing in religion lately, there are seeds for new creativity being sown. And this service, I believe, is one of them. So I see this as a 9th day of Av phenomenon, 9th day of Av not being all that pleasant, but really only 7 Shabbatot separate the 9th day of Av from the beginning of the Jewish New Year, Rosh Hashanah. And so there's a message in that as well. This time of summer, this time of heat, of fire, of destruction, all of that is so that new seeds, new growth, new creativity can take place. And so be part of that process. I urge you to come and enjoy, give us your feedback, and contribute to the future, the new future of your Shaarei Tzedek congregation. Shabbat Shalom.